Yeah,
We're professional.
lemon juice.
We're live. Ow. Oh,
You okay?
All right.
That keyboard just landed on my toe.
Ooh.
Okay.
He apparently did not appreciate that. Okay, he doesn't want it then. Then you know what? Yeet.
You just hit all the keys.
What a way to say we're live, folks.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Yeah, no.
Loud noise
I
warnings?
apologize. I'm also annoyed because I sorry.
Baby trouble. Baby trouble.
Yeah, say hi, Chunkers. Can you say something? No, you're not going to now, Mr. Chatterbox. Until I put you on mic. I bet if I put you down, you'd say something. Oh my God, it's been a couple of weeks, guys. I apologize that we weren't able to do anything last week, but a few of us needed some downtime and a break.
Yes.
Pretty much half of us were just
kind of
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, pretty much.
ready to go
Goes on.
unconscious at the.
Dude,
It's
I
been...
think I was unconscious like all of Friday.
It's been a long couple of weeks.
yes, but I am ready for some Dungeons and Dragons. I've had 2 weeks to prepare, guys. Are you terrified? You should be.
We're all dead. We just don't know it yet.
Possibly.
I've been working on that for how many years now?
He keeps trying to kill Katya, and it still
I
has...
swear, he's been trying to kill Katya.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know what you did to my dice, or to the dice gods, but they don't like you.
No, they do not.
So,
It has been proven.
Yes. So who is willing or going to attempt the recap this week?
It better be me because I need the inspiration.
Sure.
Do it.
Okay, so a quick refresher on the room we are currently in and why we are here. We had taken a detour back to the Colophone outpost because Katya had completely screwed up her weave yet again, trying to save Valinar's life several sessions back. So we are here trying to find a place of power, which is why we are standing in some churchy looking area. This is the Illithid city, home of mind flayers and their flayed alike, and their lovely speaker, this meatball down here with a top hat, the beholder, speaks on behalf of the Elder Brain. The
You don't know
only
it's
place
a
of
brain.
above game is an Elder Brain.
You don't know it's an elderly brain above game.
Okay.
It's just
Above
referred
game,
to as
it's
the
a-
elder.
In game, it's an Elder. Sorry, it was a slip of the tongue. It
No,
won't
it's
happen
fine.
again.
It's fine. I'm not.
Anyways, so last session was spent trying to convince the Elder through the speaker to allow Katya to use the only place of power
We currently know of.
that we currently know of, which happens to be down here somewhere in the Illithid city. Last session was a lot of back and forth trying to pretty much come up with a deal to allow the use of this. And
That didn't
Elder-
involve Enoch getting murked.
yeah, the Elder, short of fighting our way there, or some almost impossible task, the Elder specifically would like to have dragon or dragonkind for reasons that are a mystery to us, but it has taken a particular interest in Denoch and or any other kind of dragon. Which history, dragons have gone missing, not exactly extinct, but have been missing for centuries, maybe even millennia. Pretty much ever since the Rise, we haven't seen them. And now, in order for Katya to get her powers back, we have to produce said dragon. We managed to convince the Elder to give us a month, which is 56 days in game, to produce a dragon that we know of, as long as Katya is allowed to take a dip in the place of power, which is a small magical pond, and regain her powers, so that she can accomplish said task. The only dragon we know of is a platinum-scaled dragon that we actually don't know if it exists or where it is located. We're going off of a lot of hunches here. And I believe at the end of last session, the Elder was in agreement with our terms, and I was about to be granted that audience with the Elder personally. I'm scared. That's it.
Sorry, I was typing. Yes, very good. You earn your inspiration. Did you just try and do a pull-up?
I did not.
No, I'm talking to my son. He's literally trying to do a pull-up on my desk right now.
Oh. Dang.
He's too heavy for that.
He's also exceptionally beefy.
Uh-huh. He's 9 months old and weighs 25 pounds.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah. Apparently not as heavy as somebody in my wife's mom group on Facebook. Apparently they have a 9-month-old that's 33 pounds.
That sounds like the kind of child that you roast for Thanksgiving.
That's the kind of child you name Diabito and roll into the kitchen. So, yes. Let me, because I'm not left-handed, little boy. I need this hand to change things around. God, you are such a squirmy worm. There is some ambience. We'll turn the volume down just a hair.
Ooh. Spooky.
Not really, but... Hold on.
This is what the DM had planned for me. It's just been an angry baby this whole time. That is the true Elder.
That's the price. You have to deal with a child.
Right.
Don't give him ideas! Don't give him ideas!
Oh, no. I have even better ideas. And as I said before, can you guys, once again, just lay out clear as mud for me what the bargain is?
According to my notes, I can partake in the energy necessary to regain my power, and we have half a month. Oh, we have half a month to present a dragon before him. So that's 28 days, roughly 4 real-life weeks. Cardin must remain here with the Lithids until we return. If we do not return, they will take Colophone and Cardin by extension.
Okay. Yes.
And we also piss off an Elder who will probably come for us next.
Maybe. So, the next thing, and this particular thing is going to... So this role that I'm going to ask for you, Katya, is a role for the future. But I need to have it now in order for it to have make any kind of sense or have any kind of effect. Can you make a wisdom saving throw with all of the same penalties as you normally would?
Oh, God.
At least you have inspiration.
Well, even with inspiration, I don't think I'm going to get much better than a 4.
Are you going to leave your result as a 4 then?
No, I want to reroll that.
So, I will be nice.
Mm-hmm.
You need a natural 20.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it as a 4 then.
Okay. I was going to say, like...
I'm not getting a natural 20.
That's the only
Well,
way...
hold on. You did get double nat 20s last time.
Because you need at least a natural 20 in order to save. And the only reason why that would work for you is because natural 20s are an auto success with saving throws and things like that.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna happen. I'm not. I.
Oh shit.
Oh, he unplugged. He's unplugged! Quick! Call the Pinkertons!
What?
What?
What? I'm sorry. I accidentally hit my headphone cord.
Yeah, you unplugged. I said, he's unplugged. Quick, call the Pinkertons.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. As I was saying, I'll save that inspiration for something later.
Okay.
Because the likelihood of me getting 2 nat 20s again, very slim.
It's a 1 in 400 chance.
Yeah, because I pissed off the dice gods that like some unknown period of time. Why chance it?
Okay.
I let the force stand.
Okay. Sorry, I was just reading the...
Now I do need to know: am I standing on the altar or in front of the altar? Where am I supposed to be?
That's a... How about on the stairs?
Thursday. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's another floor. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So... this is what happens. Katya ascends the stairs. And the doors behind... that kind of behind him that were open as he goes up close. Leaving the rest of the party down here with the speaker, who just smiles. That creepy, welcoming smile that he has. And just stares at you guys. And unless anybody does anything, an hour passes.
Question. Is Tim still where he was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys wish to say anything or do anything? Because there is an hour that passes.
You're just gonna stare at the speaker in creepy silence for an hour, waiting for like Katya to scream or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
The elder speaks arcane wisdom.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, this is how I imagine a beholder sounding.
Okay. Yeah, with little mister in the background. Do not bite me. That'll be the fastest way you end up with going to bed.
Oh!
Okay. Katya, can you give me one more wisdom save, please?
Okay. Hey, an 8.
Okay. Okay. An hour passes. And Katya, you emerge from the upstairs looking like a drowned rat. You are soaked head to toe. And you have no memory of what transpired.
Oh. Oh, I see.
And that is why you guys are going to be mad at me.
So in other words, something happened in that time. Nobody knows what happened, and it's either because the DM doesn't want us to know, or he's like, we're just gonna skip over this part and just say, yeah, you did it.
No. Because I will say above game, the elder brain did something as a means of insurance and protection.
Ah.
I don't want to give away
Wiped
too
my
much.
memory. Gotcha.
Oh, careful, buddy.
Pretty much just
But-
wiped my memory or something like that.
Something like that.
But
So, Katya,
yes.
there are a few changes for your individual.
Okay. All right.
First, you must still complete the rest period.
Yes.
That time period of downtime, of resting and recovery. Until
Okay.
then, your penalties do not change. They do not go away. They do not change.
Well, that would be the disadvantage portion, correct?
The disadvantage and the -6 stick around until you complete time off. I don't remember how much it is off the top of my head. I have it.
I
written
believe it
down
was, according to what we agreed upon. I have a -6 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. The penalty is reduced by 1 every long rest after
somewhere. The first 7 days. So
okay.
After the first 7 days goes away, then the -6 penalty decreases by 1 every time.
Okay.
After that first 7 day, hold on. Yes. Okay. So now that you have partaken of the weave, once that first 7 days have passed, which I think you only have like 3 or 4 days remaining.
I have 4 days left.
You can cast magic again as per normal. However, Yep.
However,
Chunky found the TV remote. Hey, you be quiet. However, until at such a time as I tell you otherwise.
That was the most sassy sounding thing ever.
I mean, it could. I mean, so basically, there's one way to get rid of this. You just don't know what it is yet. Hold on, I gotta get this set up, or otherwise my child will not leave me alone.
there's something else in addition to what else is there?
Give me 1 second. So, anytime you would roll or cast a spell, first level or higher,
Okay.
you will treat it as though you are still a wild magic sorcerer.
Oh.
But you will be using the default book rules, which means you will need to roll a d20 for every spell you cast, and if a 1 turns up, then you roll on the table.
Okay. Let me.
And it will be using the book table. Yeah. So
let me transcribe that into the homebrew thing here.
Mm-hmm. So, I know that's a lot to remember, but you did a fucky wucky.
Well, I didn't really have a choice here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you did.
I could have just stayed fucked up for the rest of my, life.
You could have also let Valnar die.
Yeah, you could have let Valnar just die.
That's true.
But
I could have done that too.
So, that is what you are currently. That is the in-game mechanics and how it works. And I'm telling you that above game so that it's, clear as mud. However, in-game, Katya feels slightly better. You definitely feel that with some rest, you will feel closer to 100%, but you still feel like you nearly died a few days ago. And the rest of you guys would watch as Katya emerges from the stairs, looking stopping wet and probably confused.
Right, I have updated the flavor text. What?
You good?
I think.
You think?
I don't know. I remember going through the door and I remember coming back out. clearly something happened, and she gestures to her dripping robes, and kind of wrings out some of the water from her hair. Clearly, something happened. I'm sure I took a dip in the magical water by my appearance.
We
But
sure that's water.
That's what I'm telling myself because I don't have proof of anything otherwise.
Does it feel like water? Does it taste like water?
I would not taste that, personally.
Do you want to come over here and find out?
I don't know. I think it might be a bad idea.
It feels a little heavier than water, but not to an alarming amount.
Alright, let me make sure that reflects on my character sheet. Because that's pretty important.
So, part of me wants to be real cheeky and just throw a quick identify on the, quote, water, unquote. But I don't want to... What are the components for it?
For identify, I'm pretty sure it's just a pearl.
No, I'm...
Oh.
Yeah, it's verbal, somatic, and material. Okay.
Ah.
Like,
Also,
I
are you
wanna
going to
see,
continue
like,
to just stand on the steps, Katya?
Oh, sorry. No. I'm trying to balance like 3,000 different things here. I'll approach them
Okay.
again.
I was going to say I could move you if that's what you wanted, but I didn't know what your plan was.
Trying to balance 3 different tasks over here.
Hey,
The speaker
he's doing the same thing.
speaker kind of moves over a little bit as you pass by, and he would just kind of go, I hope your time with the Elder was sublime, and just has that big, creepy smile.
See, now I'm definitely thinking that's not that's
Okay.
not water.
And Katya turns around.
Well, we've
to
already
the
already
speaker.
established that it's not actually water. It's condensed magic in the form of a liquid.
Katya turns around and looks directly into the speaker's main eye. Oh, you're still here? I'm sorry. Everything's a little bit fuzzy after whatever just happened.
Jackson. Turkey. He just smiles at you.
Okay.
Well then.
I guess we have to go and fetch a dragon now.
Also, Cardin, by this point in time, your brother would have arrived.
Okay, and he was about to ask where he was, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would have arrived during the time that Katya was up there, and when you guys, when Katya kind of comes back down, you and your brother, or Cardin and his brother, would probably be, would probably be standing near-ish Kex or another Mind Flare. Not necessarily in a threatening way, but basically as a, yeah, you guys are not going anywhere kind of a thing for the two of you. Not, they don't seem to have that kind of presence or anything like that towards anyone else present.
Okay. Oh there!
Are you saying that to your brother?
Yes. Oh there, howdy, hey there.
Oh, hey, it's about time you got here. You kept me waiting.
Yeah, well, what you doing fucking around with these shitheads?
Oh,
Uh-huh. How would he respond to that?
Why is that beholder playing music?
The youngest one is trying to drive. Okay, leave him be. I'll get
He's not bothering his dad. Let him go.
I know.
Let him
making a-
cook.
I'm making a joke.
Well, I mean, I could ask you the same thing, brother.
Well, you see here, it was all a story. Because you got the farmers, the skids, and the hockey players.
Oh, here we go again.
These guys look a little bit like skids, don't you know?
Dino just turns his head to look at Card and just like, the fuck?
Right.
I'm just as confused as you are.
And that one looks like a meatball. Are you gonna try and eat it later?
It sounds like a good idea, yo.
I caught dibs when I got here. You got to get in line.
Halvesies?
Halvesies.
Okay. Alright.
I don't know what happened in that room, but can I just go back?
Let me go with you. Let me go with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, that
I
would
don't
be an
care.
interesting question. I don't know how that would
I
work.
don't- I don't care that the elder, whatever it is, wants to do things to me. I'll let it.
Hey, your friends are kind of weird, eh?
Hey, yeah. They don't know what they're messing with here, don't they know?
So Cardin is Canadian now.
It fits.
Where's Evo when you need him?
Bro, I don't even know. This is like the 12th accent for Cardin in the game.
It's at least the 30th.
Fair enough. It's the
More like
longest,
that,
it's-
yeah.
Okay, it's the 12th longest running one.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, how many people they got there here in this here town? And I lost it. Great.
oh, don't worry. Hey, when I
Don't you know?
get to that-
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Well, I mean, it's not so bad here. The food downright awful, though.
That's why.
Points to the beholder, or the speaker. See, he ain't got no hands, so he's awful at cooking, yo.
Yo?
Yo.
Yo.
Well, that's why you got the halvesies. We cook them up a little bit like squid. Squid.
Oh, grilled squid, yes.
Yes.
And what's the speaker's reaction to all of this?
That creepy big smile.
He's just listening, like, mm-hmm. So this is what the flayed sound like.
Well, I do believe that there is a dragon to be hunted. Best of luck. You're gonna need it.
I think we'll be fine. But thank you for the encouragement. I suppose we'll be going now.
As Cardin and his brother continue to have their moronic conversation as you guys walk away, exiting the temple. Ziggurat would be the more accurate term.
Ziggurat?
Here. What would you guys like to do?
GTFO.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're not gonna look around the town or anything like that. You're gonna just jump back to the mines.
Well, okay, yeah, we're going to, as quickly as we can leave, but still be scoping out.
Wait a minute. Weren't we told to keep an eye out for someone by Dargwall?
I don't know, Mr. Notes Man.
I'm looking.
I'll bring you guys over to this map so that you can take a look at... Buddy, you gotta wait. So you can take a look at the town proper and ask any questions if you would, if you wanted.
Yeah, I just remembered it's my sister's birthday. Okay, 1 second.
You just remembered.
Alright then.
I get her birthday and my mom's birthday mixed up. They're 5 days apart.
Ah. Dianok has said at one point to Thargold that if we got a chance to free any of the enslaved men, we would do so. I don't think we could do that without starting a fight here, so... However, there is one place I would like to go when we're going through the
Hold on,
mines.
can't hear you. All the sound coming from...
Oh, that's going on.
My bad. I'll turn it way down.
Okay, there is one place I would like to go when we return to the mines.
To the wall.
Yes. I want to see if anything's changed about that.
Sweat
before-
dripping down our balls.
Right. Sure.
Sorry, my brain went on the music thing.
Okay, just lay him down off to the side. We'll put him back on later. Okay. I mean, that's definitely doable, but it would be a little bit.
But like I said earlier, GTFO, but at the same time, viewing as much as we can on the way out.
So we can give a detailed report later.
Yeah.
That's your keen mind right there.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely had to investigate the wall area and see, at least so that we can get another report to Thargwall before we head out.
Okay.
So do we want to? Sorry. Do we want to do group perception?
For like mapping the mines?
No.
The city.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Perception.
Well, fuck me.
17.
Dianok, I think your score beat mine.
Oh my gosh. Gadia!
That's the lowest I could go without a nat 1 right now.
Gadia!
Xenos.
I am trying to roll it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's
Your
gonna take some time.
your computer's being a butt. I get it.
No, everything else is giving me a roll except for I'm a dumbass. Okay. I was trying to click on my passive perception.
Yep, that sounds like a blind.
I feel like if your
Bruh.
passive perception is higher than whatever you roll on perception, you should
And
go
do
with
you
the
want to
higher
roll
number.
for Asta?
Yes, I am rolling for Asta. I have to switch screens.
Okay, fair enough.
Ooh. I could have sworn there was something I was
I bet you can't wait until you get both of you guys full setup computers.
That would be nice.
But money.
But money, and I have 3 screens I'm working with now, so
You don't want to give one of those up, do you?
I mean, I wouldn't mind giving one of them up, but we only have enough room for one desk.
Oh.
Oof.
And Cardin.
Arden's not there.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
He
So
sees everything.
yeah, so you guys become a little bit more aware of the city, and where some of the strong points of the city might be, just due to the fact of the way that the city is built. A lot of the strength of this city is focused around the ziggurat itself. But you guys leave the city and you guys head to the wall, and as you guys begin to get close, you guys would actually see a couple of mind flares currently like investigating and doing wizardly things on the wall. Actually, you guys over there. Hold on.
Um,
Yeah. Fast travel.
Ooh, there's a big
yeah.
black sphere here.
Because you can't see.
Sweet.
Alright.
Now, I mean, you can't see anything past the wall, and it looks better than what's on the other side of the wall currently, so...
Okay.
So,
Wow.
what do you guys do?
Maybe
We hightail it.
maybe approach them and ask if they've discovered anything new about this wall since the last time we were here.
So you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm gonna just very quickly...
With any luck, I might smell like the Elder, having just recently been in his presence.
You... you watch as you approach, and as you say this out loud, the two mind flares immediately turn and take up what you can only assume is a combat stance for them. And as they turn and look at you, and you can see them being ready to pounce. They stop, slightly turn their head a little bit, and then relax their posture. And the one looks to you and just kind of goes, "This seems to be remnant of an ancient and lost empire. One we have fought and been to war with before."
What was that?
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Ergo Empire?
Say that again?
Ergo. He's asking you guys if you guys have ever heard of the Sturgo Empire.
There you go. Yeah.
S-T-R-I-G-O. What?
Oh, Strigo.
Strigo. Oh. Strigo. I'll roll history, but it's probably not gonna be good anyway.
I'll
8.
get it. Go sit down. Never heard of it. Yeah, anybody who wants to can make this check.
Alright. Sure.
History?
I totally paid attention in class.
Sure.
15.
24.
Tracks.
Is that everybody?
I believe so.
Okay. Let's see.
He doesn't want to go back and forth between his and Asta's.
No, I did.
Mhm.
See?
Yep.
Xeno, Sosta. It's separate.
Denoc, you rolled a 24.
Yeah. Here's the question: was that good enough?
You have never heard that name before in your life.
Okay. I figured.
Can't say that I've ever heard of them, but I can definitely tell you they have some technology I've never seen before, and I hope to never have to experience again.
I don't know. Well, what concerns us is that this is here, on this plane.
You mean it's not supposed to be on this plane?
No. The
Where's it supposed to be?
The Sturgo Empire is a vast intergalactic empire. They ruled over many locations throughout the known verse. This being here is not fortuitous for us or your kind.
Okay, so are you able to tell from here whether it is an active settlement or if it's just some ruins that happened to crash so long ago?
We cannot tell yet. We have recently just begun our investigation.
Well, I can at least warn you that if you manage to make it past that wall, be ready because they have magical catapults and voices from nowhere.
We are aware of the technology.
And what's your plan to
She
deal
found
with it
out the
once you
hard
get
way.
there? Yes, I am a survivor of one such experience, having been past that wall myself.
It's something most cannot say.
Tell me, is it worth cooperating with the other outpost here in the case of maybe disabling this empire?
Unknown.
I can already tell you that previous meetings between your kind and mine have gone poorly as a result of just meeting each other in these mines. But there doesn't need to be such violence between our two kinds in the case of this common threat. I think that if we were all able to work together, it would increase everybody's likelihood of survival in this scenario.
The two Illithids kind of look at each other and then back to you and kind of just go, currently, there is no threat. But we will keep this in mind if there becomes.
Well, I'm sure your elder would welcome cooperation.
He has been made aware.
Okay. Just wanted to see if you guys found anything else. I've been curious about this wall for at least the last month, and I've got nothing on it.
They kind of just shrug and let you continue talking if you do so.
Okay, we got what we came here for. We can leave now.
As you leave, they kind of say, which is part of their language. So I don't think anybody here speaks their language.
Which is deep speech,
Correct.
maybe? Unless it translates
Yeah,
well to
no.
sarcasm, no. I could cast comprehend languages if I wasn't so limited at the moment.
They say that with nobody knowing what they mean, and you continue on your way.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are going directly back to the Kofalom?
Yes, I believe so.
Alrighty.
Nothing else to do in these mines, I suppose.
On our way there, I nudge Valnar and motion for him to establish a psychic link.
Okay.
Stop.
Who?
And-
You guys are fine.
Okay.
I was talking to the child.
I know, but gotta make sure.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to relay that the deal I made, the plan I made, is to befriend the Platinum Dragon, actually befriend it, and figure out a way to get it pissed off at the Elder and the Illithids, and bring it in at full power and ready to fuck shit up.
Okay. Are you telling this to the whole group then?
I asked Valinar to relay this.
Right. I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that everybody's being made aware
Yes.
aware of this.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, my whole plan is we get the Platinum Dragon, we get him riled up, we give him additional bonuses, power, maybe, do something, and then let him loose. Him, her, / it, whatever.
No. Turn to let go of it. Okay. Yeah, you let everyone know.
You know what? That's a good idea. Because then we can bring him directly to the Illithid City. Because my teleport only works on creatures that are willing.
Yep. That's what I'm
we did a
planning on.
lot of bluffing down there making that agreement, and I wasn't even sure how we were going to bring a dragon before them, especially alive. But that's a good point. If we can convince it to be on our, at least angry against the Elder, and we could take it straight to him, even better.
I apologize. I walked away for a moment. I just now put my headphones back on. Yeah. So you made the party aware. It sounds like the party are like that idea.
Certainly increases our chances
So-
of survival than just trying to fight it to death.
Yeah.
Turn to
Yeah.
Colophon.
We also need to get to Valnar's stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I think it's, what, 6 days left?
Yeah.
We should definitely go to Valinar's island first. Deal with his immediate problem. That'll give me some time to hopefully recover at least part of the way. Because I'm going to need to be at full power to be able to bring a dragon before the Illithid Elder.
Alright. So I assume we're just heading back to the Laputa then.
Well, Colthon to drop off
Oh yeah,
intel,
Colthon.
and then head to the Laputa and book it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
I should unmute myself. You guys.
Yeah, that would help.
Look, I have kids.
I know.
So you guys head back to Colophon. It takes a little bit of time to get there, but not anything drastic. However, you guys would be arriving pretty much in the middle of the night.
Of course.
Because if you guys remember, you guys took a long rest in the middle of the day, and then spent a couple of hours in the Mind Flare city.
Yep.
So it'd probably be about 11. I'm gonna say about 11-ish. Is what I'm gonna go with.
Well, could we be a bunch of dicks and go wake up?
I think that's what we do.
So you guys want to wake up Thurgle?
Is there anything important that we have to tell him right this minute?
Nah.
It can wait till the morning.
We could always just write a note and slip it under his door.
That's true too, because I was hoping to be able to leave in the morning. Or leave a message with like one of his personal guards.
Yeah, wouldn't there be like guards stationed by the cave entrance anyway? After what happened?
Yeah, there's several, and also a couple ballistae, which you guys nearly get shot by as you guys would, as you guys are like coming down the tunnel. You begin to hear hold and this sound of ballistae kind of cranking into positioning and loading as they're prepared to fire upon whomever emerges from the tunnels. However,
If that
soon
if that
after,
ballista comes anywhere near me, it's going right up your ass.
but eventually they realize it's you guys and just at ease everyone.
Confirm your damn targets first.
I mean, after last time, we're just ready for anything. Fucking child.
10-minute break.
I guess. I mean, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine if I'm holding him, but the problem is that he doesn't want to be held.
Yeah, sounds like
Put him in the bed, let him cry it
time for
out.
bed.
Yeah, let's take a 5-10 minute break here. I'm gonna try and put him to bed real quick. So let's take a break here. Get up, guys. Stretch your water, drink your legs. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Here we go. Here we go now.
Beer.
Yes, we back. What the hell?
I didn't do it.
Maybe, possibly.
I didn't do it this time.
Okay, there it goes. Okay. Okay, somebody please remind me. We left off with the guards, right?
The guards, and almost getting shot by ballista.
They didn't fire the ballista. They pointed them in your direction.
And I
Yeah,
told them if
well,
they
they
didn't
were
want to,
planning.
if they didn't want those up their ass, they'd check their fire.
Yeah. But much like with other bows and crossbows, you can't keep the ballista cocked, for the lack of a better term, as it's really bad on the
string. And the frame.
on the entire mechanism. So they apologize, but urge you to understand their paranoia. And then do you guys just want to leave your message with them?
Given
Maybe the
how
captain of the
much
guard
we-
if they're around.
Given how much we have to say, though, and we don't want,
Anybody know
we don't want to
Magic Mouth?
play. We don't want to play telephone
Mm-hmm.
with this information.
You know what? Valinor could just use sending tomorrow morning.
It has 25
Yeah,
words.
we could get more across with a note or a message with the guard.
That's true.
Sending.
I forgot about that fact.
So we went down into the mines and we found the city of the Illithid, and you won't believe what. And then we found the.
So you found the what? The what? The what? Ah!
So, are you guys? So, do you guys want the guards to go get Thurgal, or do you want to write a note and leave it with them?
I was thinking we were gonna.
I've heard both ideas. That's why I'm wanting to clarify.
I can
Okay.
leave him a note. I do plenty
Do
of
we
writing
want
as
to
it is,
leave?
you know?
Let's do a vote. Everyone for leaving a note. Say aye.
Aye.
I
I
I'd
Okay,
hate to
that's
wake-
3.
Yeah, that's enough. That's majority. Okay. So, who
I'll
is
write him a
writing
note
the-
with my pretty handwriting.
You're gonna write the note?
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure about that?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be sure about that?
Okay.
Take a look at the writing around us. Is it in a writing language you understand, and you know?
What do you
Oh.
mean?
Oh no. I was just clarifying that Katya is the one writing the note.
I mean, okay, I'll transcribe what Denock has to say. How about that? Still, I'll be the one writing.
Sure.
Because
Roll.
it'll be more legible than him.
Roll a D100.
Is this to see how many words I actually write down?
No.
37.
Okay.
This is for connection with the elder.
Nope. This is his handwriting.
Her handwriting.
Her handwriting. I apologize. I have been yelling at him all night. Not you guys, my kid, but he's fine for now. No, this is more about legibility and things like that. I wanted to see how many mistakes were made.
But here's the thing. Katya said it was legible. She never said it was the prettiest.
Why wouldn't I be? Okay, watch your show, bud. Shrug. Okay. So, you guys write a note.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you guys the benefit of the doubt and just assume that you guys are going to fill him in on as much as you can for the most part.
Excluding the dragon and the
Yeah.
deal made.
The details of the deals we had to make. I don't think we even told him that anything about fixing my weave. Just that we were looking for something down there.
Ah, understood.
We tell him about the composition of the troops we've seen, of
The city layout.
major, what looks to be major military checkpoints, stuff like that.
I would think we'd probably also tell him about that weird Striga
Yeah, the wall.
thing.
Okay.
And that there's 2 mind flayers there. Studying it.
Gotcha. I can actually make that a link. Okay. So.
Give me a moment. I'll be back.
Okay. With that, you guys are going to head straight to the Laputa and have the Laputa begin flying.
Yeah. And then we're going to try and rest so that we don't have to start taking levels of exhaustion when we try and stay awake until next night.
Gotcha.
Like if we need to take a quick nap or two throughout the rest of the day, because not much else is going to happen, I don't think.
Yeah. Valinor will use sending to contact Shia to try and get an updated time to confirm how long until the execution.
Okay. Why is that not letting me? Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Would they?
How do you spell Shia?
Xia.
This is not the first time
Thank you.
they have done this.
XIA. I forget that every time.
I'm confused on why this isn't working now, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. It's only been a day. Okay. As far as announcements have been made, it's towards the end of this week. It's roughly 6 days. I've heard rumor that somebody's going to try something. I think that's close to 25 words, so we're going to stop it there.
Okay. On that note, Valor's gonna be sending again. Sorry, I need to count words.
Put this in bold so I know it's happening separate.
Okay. Sure. This is less words than I was thinking it was. Valor is gonna use sending to contact Shia again, and very confusedly go, wait, who, what, how, when, huh? I'm on my way.
Her reply is, some rebel group here. I don't know much about them. They're new. You cannot be here. They still are after you and are pissed with you.
I wish to everything I could just bump in and say, he's got backup.
Oh, do I want to?
Maybe you should just put a straw hat on.
They'll never recognize you then.
Like a big floppy straw hat.
Change your
Okay.
accent, be like,
Um,
"Hey y'all,
Okay.
I ain't seen no rebels."
okay, we're
I
doing
think
this
we
again.
went in completely different directions there, but we good.
So Valinor is gonna use sending again to be stupid, and just kind of tell Shia, "Do you really think I care about something so small? Is everyone on that island wanting to kill me?"
Not everyone, but most of the important people.
I thought Discord was doing its weird, stupid thing again for a second.
No,
Same.
I'm debating on how this would happen. Most of the important people are, and there are lots of people who are under suspicion.
Of course.
I have to be careful, and I need to go. Please don't. I don't know how many words this is, but I'm going to say this again. Don't reach out unless you arrive. And that's what I'm going to leave with. And you know that she knows that she can't stop you. She has never been able to stop you. She has always told you when something is a bad idea, and you don't listen. She's always kind of
Sounds
been like
alright.
that big sister. You realize that she always tells you not to do something because it's stupid or you're gonna end up hurt, and then you're like, nah, and then you do it and it was stupid and you end up hurt, and she's just like, told you so.
Well, at least she knows she can't stop me. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question. Is it morning?
Were you sending these messages after you arrived at the
Yeah,
Lapita?
I would have sent them once we were back and
Okay.
about ready to go.
Yeah, so you guys arrive at the Lapita, you guys begin sending you send the message, you guys get the skeleton knight crew together and take off in the middle of the night. And do you guys go to sleep then?
Like I said, we're probably going to be napping throughout the day. What is our estimated ETA? How many days? In my bullshit go.
I'm trying to remember. I think it'd be a few less days. It'd be a couple days less now because of your travel there. You'd be at about continuous flight. I'm gonna say 5 days from where you currently are.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's with
So we're
continuous flight.
We're probably going to take
Getting
naps
right on
throughout
time.
the day so that we.
Get back on our sleep schedule, yeah.
Yes. Something I desperately need to do IRL.
Well, like I said, it's like midnight, so if you go to sleep now and sleep for 8 hours, it'll be roughly 8 a.m., which isn't bad.
Well, here's the thing.
yeah.
You've constantly told us, yeah, that's not going to work. When we try and have
no,
a
we have 5
long
days of
rest
downtime.
after long rest.
We have 5 days of downtime, so we're going to use that to get our schedules back in alignment.
Easy
Okay.
enough to do.
All right. So, another question: are we going to be interrupted in that time? Otherwise,
find
I'm
out.
just going to do all my numbers now.
Yeah, let's find out. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna make a couple rolls.
I'm at least going to do the next morning.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you if anything is
Okay.
interrupted.
Well, since we arrived in the middle of the night at Colophone, I already did my my updates for today.
Also, as a quick note, throughout all this time, Valinar's gonna be messing with disguise self to try and find the perfect disguise.
Don't forget to sachet, Valinar.
And he's gonna attempt the sachet. Probably be god awful at it.
Hell, Katya will help
Roll,
you out.
roll. Roll performance.
Ah, shit.
How's a 3?
Better than me.
Okay.
God damn it.
It's like the blind leading the blind.
This is how you do it.
Oh,
This is how you do it.
strut your stuff. Strut your stuff.
Look, I had to step in for my cousin once or twice. Okay.
Good for
Just
you
don't.
guys.
All right.
Just don't let your wife see that you've done that, because she might kick your ass.
She's the one who helped train me in this.
Oh. Okay. Forget I said anything.
I'm
So-
gonna guess she probably kicked your ass when you did it wrong.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
So,
She likes what the heels do to my butt.
so does every guy on the planet. I mean,
Say what?
nothing.
I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch what you said.
So, in the travel, there is one thing that it costs you. Unfortunately, it is a storm.
Ooh.
However, I did
What
not-
day is it?
It was the third day of travel that I rolled. So here's the thing. It doesn't affect your guys' number of days. It'll still be 5 days, but you guys are pushed back because of travel. Traveling through a storm is precarious. And you had to move
So
a
is-
little bit slower.
So is this? I have one question. Is this 5 days including when we arrived at Colophone, or is this 5 days after that?
5 days after that.
Okay.
Yep. This is
Okay.
Got that at
you guys
14.
arrived at Colophone, went into battle, went into the mines. That was all kind of one day, and then you guys left basically in the wee hours of the morning the following day after arriving. So the 5 days from that point in the morning, but you guys would actually have another half a day effectively, because of the storm. Fortunately, you guys are in a giant stone castle. Otherwise, I would be role playing that scene out. But you guys don't have to worry too much about lightning
Okay, so
or
3 days here.
wind
That's healed.
buffeting you around.
All right, we are at 120 days for the circle.
Plus minus 2. Okay, I have to go do some stuff.
And
in
the
home
boon
here.
is fully charged.
So, I will say
So
it
here-
is. So here's something that I do want to point out. it is kind of the day of the 5th day. So be mindful, for those of you who are using spells and stuff like that, that the 5th day you are effectively arriving at Valinar's island of Porterus. So,
that's
Quick
kind of what I'm looking
question.
yes.
Where are we ending up in Proterus?
So you guys are actually approaching from underneath the island, because Proterus is one of the floating islands that is actually right above the continent that you guys were just on, but it was very much eastward. No, westward. I was right the first time. And because of the angle that you guys had to travel is why it took so long, and the continent is massive. So
As we get closer to the island, Valnar's going to ignore Shia's advice for a second.
Okay.
And he's going to use sending to contact Shia again and ask, Vagram or Goldwild? Where should I go?
Okay.
She's probably gonna be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Probably. I can probably expect a lot of cussing or something.
Honestly,
No
it's
more
kind of the opposite.
disadvantage.
You receive nothing.
Okay. Oh, for fuck.
An alarming amount of time goes by before you decide to try something else. There is no response.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
Back to Katia.
As you guys begin to approach, those of you with fantastic eyesight, you can actually see the earth part of this massive, lengthy kind of island. Underneath, you can see almost like a second part of the island existing, but it sways slightly differently. You see big chunks of rock and even smaller ones hanging underneath the island. And as you look closer, you can see massive iron rusted chains that are pierced into these large pieces of earth, keeping them aloft, connected to the upper part of Porterus. And
Oh fuck! I
You can-
know.
you can even
Yeah.
see in some of these areas, you can
Yeah.
see small like buildings built in those areas, and some of them,
This is the fucking DLC from Dark Souls 2, isn't it?
I did not play that game, so maybe.
Ugh. Crossing that giant fucking chain was the worst thing ever, especially with archers shooting at your ass.
And Valinar, you know that area is referred to as the
Yeah.
chains.
Yep.
And
Okay.
and you also know that most of the individuals that live in that region
Why do I have
are
disadvantage?
cutthroats, or people who have been sentenced to death.
Yep.
So criminals and cutthroats, which really not much of a difference, but you know.
Yeah.
Why is that still providing a -6?
It's probably also the best place to gather information while remaining semi-hidden. But we're also on a giant fucking floating flying castle. Well, guys, this might be one of the best places to gather information, and my friend is no longer responding to me. So, yeah.
Great.
Either here, or we can try up top. I should probably also warn you, this is where all the wanted criminals live.
Does that include you?
Funny. I hid in the forest for a while. Not here. Because I was pretty sure they would turn me in.
Especially if there's a bounty on you.
Yeah, which there probably is.
Why is this?
Well, guys, do you want to take a chance in run off here, or do we want to go up to one of the actual cities?
I'd say change now, and then we'll.
Oh, Valor already changed his looks.
Okay.
He would have done that once he could see clearly start seeing things clear.
Yeah, easy enough to have done. I do believe you have that spell pretty at will, don't you?
Yeah, I have disguise self at will.
That's what I thought.
Hey, could I use minor illusion to make a hat?
Click minor illusion.
Me.
Why is it still -6?
Where is... That's what I was looking for.
It doesn't say anything about it not being able to be moved or anything like that, so sure.
Okay, I now have a hat.
Yep, it's a hat.
Nice.
It's like a wide build hat. No, it's like a bowler cap almost.
Okay.
You know, like the Peaky Blinders hats.
Mm-hmm. So.
Sorry, I'm thinking of where the best place would be to try and land,
Yeah, no worries.
or to go grab information. Oh shoot. Okay.
What demographics live in your island? Mostly human.
Humans, elves. Probably about it. I'd have to find my notes on that. I don't even remember where I last talked about that.
I'm going to guess no Dragonborn.
Dude,
Not particularly, no. I think there might have been one or two.
So,
Okay,
how
what?
about lizard men? Are there any lizard men?
There we go. Okay. Human, dwarf. I'm just gonna start listing off all the races I see written down as I scroll through. Off the top of my head, I can think of humans, dwarves. I can think of a Goliath. What else is there? Humans. One of my best friends was a half-elf, but she's not responding to me.
there would also probably be more elves in the area.
Yeah. Yeah, and those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
No Dragonborn off the top of your head.
Oh. There is an ASMR. I have never seen him, but I know he exists.
Any lizard folk?
None that I can remember.
Well, I may have to be an emergency contact. I'm definitely going to be noticeable.
But I think no matter what, we're going to be noticeable. Valnar looks down at the flying castle.
Nah.
You're right. We can just turn it all invisible.
I mean, I think. Did I ever give him? That's a good question. Now that
Maybe that's what I need.
Quick question to the DM.
Yeah.
What is
Oh, yeah,
what is
good point.
Vagram's kind of attitude towards Goldwild in Palama?
Let me.
Or what, as far as Valinar would know, I should probably ask.
Let me see what I have. Give me one moment.
Right now, I'm torn between getting off at the chains and taking everyone up to Vagram.
That's not what I clicked.
Okay. So. I want to double check one more source because I know, there for a while I was trying to transcribe notes, for you. So one of the things that you would know, is that the people are pretty well trained in that area, and they are very religious. However, because it's you, most of them are very like, about the whole topic surrounding you.
Okay.
Because that is where you grew up. They are very much like, that doesn't sound like Valinar. Your parents in that area are even more so that way. However, one thing that you would also know and pick up and remember more of, and I'm not sure if this is documented in what you might have, because this is kind of a little bit of a recent edition of things, but it might be. You do know that there is a presence, a small presence, not massive, of the Black Guard throughout Vagram.
The bandits, I think you said they were essentially.
Yeah, they're a type of bandit. However,
because I was gonna say someone told me about them when I was asking for info and ascending.
Yes. And they've been around for a little while, so you would know that the actually no, that wouldn't be the case. They've been around for a little while, and that's about the most you would know.
Okay. Valnar's gonna speak up and say this might be a little more risky, but I almost think we should probably go up to Vagram. And Valnar will try to steer them towards Vagram.
Okay.
Which I don't know where that's at in relation to the chains, because the chains aren't on the map I have.
Yeah. So the chains actually incorporate most of the underside of Pinterest. They started near the southern tip, down past Goldwild, and they have built their way up. At this point in time, they probably would be close to reaching Catullus, but not quite to that point. So
So the southern half of the island.
Pretty much, which just goes to show you like
Yeah.
how many people have been exiled effectively.
Was that about how big it was when everything went down for Valinor?
Roughly.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Valinor will try to steer them towards the top part. And I guess it would be what, the right side for Vagram?
Hey, real quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's now powered by souls, can we consider Laputa a technically person or character?
I have an idea of what you're thinking.
Creature?
What? Tell me what you're wanting. What you're wanting.
Greater invisibility.
Hmm.
I'm asking for clarification. Does it work
Mhm.
like that? Personally, I don't think it would, but I have to ask to be
Mhm.
sure.
I will say, not as it currently is.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that isn't a possibility, but as it
I
currently
have to do
is,
I'd have to do a little bit more work to make it actually creature.
yeah. If you wanted to make it a stealth ship,
Also, I'm surprised that there's literally only 2 invisibility spells. Invisibility, greater invisibility, and
there's
technically see invisibility.
there's also technically mislead, which does
Yeah.
do some invisibility stuff, but it's a little bit different and more and more specific to certain situations.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
it is definitely an interesting. That one is definitely an interesting spell. So.
But I am surprised that there's nothing higher. Like there's no, mass or invisibility or something like that.
Huh? I mean, buddy, I understand. Thank you. While that is true, invisibility does scale. So upcasting it allows you to target more creatures. I don't know if that's true about greater invisibility, though.
As a side note, there is also etherealness.
There, that's more of a planar thing, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it still technically makes you invisible.
So, greater invisibility is you or a creature you touch becomes invisible until spell rests. Anything the creature is wearing is invisible as long as the person is on their person. It does not say anything about upscale.
Then most likely it does not. I can check. I can check to confirm, but if the spell does not say casting at higher levels, you can do this. Then that it typically doesn't.
That's
Scale.
interesting, though. Greater invisibility only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Invisibility lasts for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Nope, doesn't scale. It does not scale. No, and I think the logic behind that
Is because greater invisibility does not have the spell ends if the target attacks or casts a spell.
Yeah, so and because invisibility the invisibility condition is so powerful, you could literally have somebody doing damage who can never basically be attacked other than by AoE situations. But they can attack and cast and do all these other kinds of things in combat with basically no threat to themselves. So that's kind of the trade-off.
Yeah, I'm just surprised you can't do things that aren't creature. You'd think that would have been someone would have come up with something like that, especially in Mordecai's.
Maybe. So, you guys head towards the... What was that?
Nobody said.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody say something. Anyway, you guys head towards kind of the eastern side of the island and kind of begin to crest upon the top. Is there a particular area that you would like to park the Laputa near Vagrim?
Valinar would point towards the arid peaks.
Okay.
Try and keep us as hidden as we can stay.
Yeah, all right. Let's do... I want Valinar to make a history check, and then I want Denock to roll a stealth check for the Laputa.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh God.
Start, guys. Off to a great start. For the history.
Let me pull up the Laputa stat block.
Do we have any? Do you guys mind if I use a reroll to try and do better than an 8 for this history check?
More than welcome.
Okay.
Alright, so it's a +2.
Oh, God.
What's the name of the island again?
Well, there we go. That's why I don't use rerolls usually.
What's the name of this island again?
There we go.
Porterus.
Porterus. How do you spell that?
Protoris.
Oris. Proterus.
I used a reroll to try and do better than an 8, and I rolled a nat 1 for a 6.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that stealth check, there, Denock. The Laputa. Okay.
So 16.
Yeah, that's not bad.
For a giant fucking flying fortress? Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm surprised it has a +2 to Dex.
It would be different depending on the creature you put inside. All I can say. So, you, Valinar, you end up kind of like missing the best opportunity to kind of pull up and like get behind the mountains, and the Laputa kind of has to make a little bit of an arc in order to kind of get back into a position. However, you don't believe that the Laputa was spotted in its brief moment before it of being out in visibility before being able to duck behind the mountains for cover as you guys navigate the Laputa along the mountains and everything, and to find eventually a resting place for the Laputa within the arid peaks, kind of just south of Vagrim.
Holy.
Vagrim spelled Vagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Veghrm.
Veghram.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a new place, huh? Exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of new terms that I'm trying to
Okay,
figure out how
okay.
to add to the dictionary.
So what I'm gonna say is, Valinar, tell Katya all of the city name.
Okay, so we have Vagrim, which is just north, and that is Valinar's hometown.
Okay.
We have... Okay, I'm probably going to butcher this, aren't I?
And we're gonna say that this is to
Catullus.
everyone. So we all know.
Oh,
Catullus.
Catullus.
How do you spell that?
I got you.
K-A-T. Okay.
K-A-T.
And that is the capital city.
I got K-A-T.
I put it in chat.
Oh, you're putting them all in chat.
That's probably going to be better than me trying to explain all.
I mean, you can
Okay.
Catullus, Pora,
We'll
and
say that you
Goldwild.
tell everyone now.
yeah, still narratively tell everybody where these are though, because I just gave them names. Go ahead and you can
Okay.
finish your.
Yes, let me... I'm going to pull up the map real quick so I can also give them physical descriptions. Catullus I did not move the map over far enough for me to see both at the same time. Okay,
Where's my dictionary at on here?
so... Can I... Nope, that's not going to let me do that. Alright, sure. We have... So, Pora, the capital, which is... up on the north... Wait, the north... Not Pora. Catullus is the capital, which is just west of Vagrum, which is right along the river, I believe.
Mhm.
Then we have Pora, which is located in the north, near the Laughing Woods.
Laughing Woods, huh? What's so funny about them?
You want to find out?
There's nothing funny about them. It's where the boogeyman lives. We're gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Boogeyman?
And then there's Goldwild, which is where I did my training for the church, and that's also where the bitch Palama lives and is headed.
Hmm.
As a side note, I'm pretty sure everyone there might be brainwashed.
Mine.
So yeah, there. And
Put my-
that should be about it for locations. There's also the council in Mydale, but and quick side note, Mydale's a sky whale. That's
What?
not what I meant to do. And he's also like always asleep.
Huh?
My Dale, the one that you've mentioned before, is a whale.
That flaw.
Sky whale. Yes, that's generally what a sky whale is.
Somehow, I wasn't expecting that one.
And we've already seen the chains, so.
What is up with those chains, by the way?
The best way to explain them. Well, what was it? A while ago, there was a guy who was arrested and convicted of murder. He swore up and down he didn't do it. So they said, all right, fine. If you can survive your death sentence, you'll be proven innocent. So they sentenced him to basically falling off the island into the sky, ground, surface, fall to his death, blah, blah, blah. So he snuck some chain out with like a grappling piece at the end, and so when he was thrown off, he just threw the chain, it hooked on, he swung down, and he climbed back up and survived his death sentence. But no one ever believed he didn't do it though, so he managed to get a hold of some supplies, went back to the chain, climbed back down, built a little area to live, and then other criminals and lowlives joined him. And then they built that town thing.
You
Yep.
know, there used to be a dictionary on Word, and they went and updated or something, and now I can't find how to add things to the dictionary. And
It's
that
not-
upsets me.
There isn't a right-click option anymore?
No! I right-click, and it gives me proofing, cut, copy, paste, search, translate, link, and comment.
It's not under proofing. Look under proofing.
When I click on proofing, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there.
There's no like side arrow?
There's a side arrow, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's interesting because mine shows me when I hover over proofing, add to dictionary and ignore.
Yeah, I think I'm going to close down my word and try it again. This thing is a god awful mess since it updated.
Oh well. So
And now it doesn't even recognize that. Oh, there it goes. I was like, it doesn't recognize that it's a. Oh! Hey, it gave me new things.
New things and stuff and things.
None of which is add to dictionary. Oh, there it is. It came back. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Where did it go? It just all of a sudden reappeared. Thank you, Word. I hate you. Making me feel like an old man who doesn't know how to use computers. Dick. Okay. Crisis averted. We're good.
And once we land, Valinar will suggest going up to Vagrum to try and get some intel.
All right.
Once
so-
his whole spiel about the island is over.
Okay. So let me try and summarize what you just said. Vagrum is your hometown.
Yes.
I got Goldwild is where you mentored. Correct? You trained
We are
there?
trained, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What are Catullus and Pora again?
Catullus is the capital.
Okay.
Um,
Pora is.
Pora is this about a medium city to the north, right near the haunted Laughing Woods.
Okay, so it's just an extra city.
Yeah, it's basically an agricultural thing.
Okay. Gotcha. I was spending that whole lecture trying to figure out how to add shit to my dictionary, which was not my fault because Word decided to break and would not give me the option that it should have given me to begin with. I'm having all sorts of problems tonight. It took me like 30 minutes to try and get you said 5 days have passed, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to modify this subclass so that my broken soul reflects properly and I can do my roles properly. And it took 30 minutes for the damn thing to finally recognize that I had done anything.
that sounds almost like a computer issue.
Or maybe not a computer issue, but more like a database issue on their end.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Huh. Thank you. Sorry, my son's delivering my water. Hey, at least water, not alcohol.
True.
Tonight. Although I do have alcohol. Yeah, it's already 11 o'clock, and I gotta drive somewhere in the morning. Yeah, gotta go pick up my wife from work.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. She gets off work at 7 a.m.
Fun.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we have arrived. We're south of
Stop.
the arid peaks.
You guys
No,
you guys are parked in the arid peaks.
Okay, we're in the arid peaks,
The Arid Peaks is just south of Vagrum.
just south of Vagrum. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Do I have? Let me see if I ever added. What, bud? Oh, I have. We're gonna just. We'll do that. There you go.
Oh. That's just,
Fortress.
okay.
So you guys can see.
Hey, it's the map I've been
The
staring at.
Yeah. The map that I created. Don't judge my art, okay? I'm self-conscious. I literally haven't had time to do anything. This is the first time I've turned my computer on since last Friday before we didn't play.
Okay.
So,
So we have Pora near the Laughing Woods.
Mhm.
Catullus. And Vagrum in the Corium Forest. With the arid peaks. Okay, I see where we are. We're on the eastern side of the island.
Yep.
And Goldwild, just south of the Minua Forest. Look at those trees. I love them.
thank you.
And also the reason Valnar didn't mention the forests is because he really doesn't care about them. He only remembers the Laughing Woods because of the boogeyman.
And there's a lot of empty space in between all these places that I guess is. Oh, I remember you mentioned way back something known as the red crater or something like that. That was also on your island.
In between the it's not on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get reflected. Because the picture you guys see on screen is almost 4 years old.
It was before we even mentioned that bit of lore.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
grab, 'cause I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so the red hole is between the Laughing Woods and the Coram Forest.
So the boogeyman is actually the Crimson Stain,
You don't know.
the Red Scare, whatever his freaking
So-
name was.
So if on stream you guys want to look, where my cursor is, that's roughly where it is.
On stream. Oh, right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Like a big old beating heart.
The opposite
lot-
way.
There is a lot less red on my character sheet now, and I like it.
Yeah, you should be done with the disadvantage now, right?
No more disadvantage. And only a -4 on everything now, instead of a -6. Makes me happy. And I can cast spells again. Fuck yeah.
Well, alright.
I haven't been able to cast spells for a long time without problems. So this is a big deal for me, okay?
Oh, man.
I'm glad you remembered that. 'Cause I did not. All of my electronic notes have nothing to do with the red hole or whatever. So I'm kind of glad that you actually brought that up because now I can add that in because I need to update my
Where's my teleport?
electronic notes.
Oh hell, did it reset my spell list? Yes. Known spells 0. Oh god.
Good luck.
No. Here we go. Which ones did I have? Let's find out.
Well, just add whatever you want because we are technically starting a new day coming into this.
Firebolt, so I
He,
had Frostbite.
Unfortunately, as a sorcerer, sorcerers only get to pick their spells whenever they level up.
Yeah, and I had to remember exactly which ones I had. I had Light. I had Message.
Let me see. I wonder if there's anything I can do to help. Because I don't remember. Because you...
I had Shocking Grasp. I have one more cantrip. Which one was it?
Was it
Might have been
Eldritch
Poison
Blast?
That one's already on there because it's Spell Sniper. Might have been Poison Spray? That sounds right.
I am so confused. Where did Katia go?
Nowhere. It was not Poison Spray. Oh, fuck my life.
No,
Why can't this be easy?
Katya is no longer in the Mundus campaign.
What the fuck? Why?
Alright.
Oh my god, what happened?
I don't know, but like it's not there.
Oh god.
I just
I was just thinking Katia accidentally found the deck of many
I had
things
friends.
and just
I had friends. That's what it was.
because I was gonna go on there and see if I couldn't find like the spells that you had up until you stopped updating it on that one, but then it's like she's not there.
I had chromatic orb. I remember that one for sure.
Bruh.
Detect magic.
Okay, I found one.
Oh, thank god.
Let me see if there's any spells.
Unlearned. Oh no, not.
Aha, there are spells.
Are they the ones I'm adding now?
I don't know, what level are you?
14.
Hey, this one is a level 14. Let's find out. Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Friends, Frostbite, Infestation, Light, Message, and Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Sure. Actually, you know what I'm going to do so that we can also continue? I'm going to just link this to you.
Okay.
Maybe. Where's the message? There it is. You should be able to open that, find everything that you're missing.
Maybe. If it's not the one that I'm currently looking at.
I mean, there are spells here for me.
That's the one I'm currently looking at.
But there's spells. Okay, but there are spells. You just said that you
Yeah.
didn't have any
Well,
spells.
I did. All my sorcerer spells were gone. Because I noticed teleport wasn't on the list. I'm like, where's teleport? All I have listed are warlock spells. And oh, sorry, and those that were granted by the clockwork magic.
Oh, okay.
Allow me to sort my spell list. Here we go.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry, buddy. Okay. We'll deal with it
I
later,
remember
okay?
I had polymorph. I remember that. Somewhere.
So.
Withering Bloom, I had that one.
Alright. So. What? You guys are heading down to Vagrim, yeah? Oh my god. Dude. Enough. Or you're gonna go to bed.
Daddy!
You will be the first to die.
I was technically the first to die already.
Daddy.
Daddy!
Yeah.
The first to face permadeath.
The party's just courting death at this point.
Hey,
You remember how I said that I don't have a cap on fall damage?
lightning bolts. I know I had that.
Maybe this island's harmony stones just stop working.
Please don't.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No? Okay.
Everyone will somehow survive and then find a reason to blame Valinor.
No,
Yeah.
just Palama will survive.
Oh, okay.
I still have confusion.
But she will blame you.
Yeah. I think she blames me for everything.
So,
Oh.
Is it high enough up for the rocks to reach terminal velocity?
Yes.
Polymorph.
You realize you reach terminal velocity like very, very quickly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are like tens of thousands of feet in the air. You hit terminal velocity like in 10 seconds or something like that. It's ridiculous.
And at that point, you just like, whatever. Just hurry up already.
Anyway, you guys are heading towards Vagrim. As you guys are approaching down the mountain, is there anything you guys wish to do?
I wish to remember all my spells.
Good luck.
Synaptic static.
Who, I think it's between Valinar and Xenos, but which one of you has the higher passive perception?
Chain lightning.
My passive is 15.
Xenos.
I think it might be Xenos.
Xeno.
Yeah, Xenos.
What's his passive perception?
16.
Okay. Passive 16.
So,
I don't know.
remember.
Oh, and on the way, before we leave the Lapita, on the way, he will warn everyone about the Blackguard.
About the Blackguard? Okay.
The what?
The
what?
bandits who call themselves guards.
Oh, so the normal government got you.
Oh, you mean like the ones that got us in prison way back when? On Isurus?
I mean,
Those are assholes.
kind of, except I don't remember if they were actually recognized. The Blackguard, the guys I'm talking about,
Yes.
I don't think are actually
I got 'em all.
recognized
We're
as
good.
guards.
Yay! I got all my proper spells. Everything feels right again.
Good job.
My spell list looks much
and-
more expansive.
And quick, kind of semi-important note to the DM, as part of Disguise Self, Valnar is making it appear like he has no tongue.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So that if anyone asks why are you talking, you just open his mouth and show that he doesn't have a tongue to talk.
oh, clever. But you're gonna sashay like a master.
Going to attempt to.
It's a real shame you never mastered Alter Self, where you
Yeah.
can change your appearance and the way that you sound.
It's difficult to do on a
Decent
mountain.
enough.
What
bet?
appearance are you taking on?
A female Valinar. Let's see if I can just.
I could sashay just fine on the mountainside.
Sorry, my brain's not braining. Are you proficient in performance?
No.
No, Katya.
No.
Oh, right. You should
I'm
be
gonna-
at a minus
Minus
5
4.
now. What?
Minus 4.
I thought you still had 4 days before the 7 days were up.
No, when we got on the Lapita, before we got on Lapita, when we arrived at Colophone, it was the middle of the night, so I did my numbers then, and then you said 5 days after that we arrived here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically speaking, yeah,
okay.
I had 3 days left when we departed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. I did my math right. I swear.
Mhm. The departure day was a day though, just because you guys left so early. It's just was that calculated as well? I'm just
Yes.
like I said, my brain is not braining. So okay.
Please don't make me have to go in and put everything in it, change everything again. It was hard once.
No. I for whatever reason I was thinking that you were still at a -6, and then I was like, oh wait, no, it should be a day. So you would have had -5, but then
No,
it was like
It was 2 days after I recovered.
Gotcha. No,
Yeah.
no worries. I was just confused on the timeline.
Whew. I've got enough to keep up with right now. Please, don't do it to me.
I'm sorry, bitch. What?
I know you're the DM, but for me,
Oh,
having
here
to
we go.
handle this much at once is a lot.
I know.
I'm also just trying to get like some sort of reference image for you, just so you have an idea of what I'm trying to make myself look like.
No worries. Okay, I'm gonna grab a bake.
Oops.
Also, just because I think this is true, it's roughly early afternoon, so like 1:30-ish, our time, about this point in time, and by the time you arrive, down the mountain, it'll probably be, let's call it like 2:33.
Just for reference, I pulled that off Google, so I don't know if there's any copyright stuff with it. That's why I sent it to Discord.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it looks AI generated, so
Okay.
Oh, very anime-esque.
Yeah,
He's only got-
for 1 minute on Google, that's
Right.
good enough.
And it's not like we're gonna be using that as like
definitely AI
font or
generated.
anything
She's
like
only
that.
got 4 fingers on one hand
Yeah,
and half a
Yeah.
finger on the other. Is
yeah.
I let's move on from AI. I've had enough
Let-
talk about
let's
AI
not-
today that I'm not in the mood.
okay.
Let's not forget the eyebrow on the left.
Looks fine to me.
For me, it looks like it's going
Oh.
up into the hair.
Oh, yeah,
the
the-
glasses.
So,
Yeah.
So
But
Close
okay.
enough.
as you guys descend the
tried.
mountain and begin to kind of reach the kind of perimeter of the town of Vagram, Valinar's home estate. Valinar, from this distance, this high up on the mountain, you can see your home.
Oh. What's my home look like?
It's still standing. That's a
Oh, well, that's good.
Do you still have the house key?
Let's see
Even if I did, they
can
probably
see it.
changed the locks.
No, I don't know which one is your home. I see barely buildings. I might need to get some glasses.
But it's still standing. There is a little bit of smoke coming from the chimney, but nothing appears amiss.
That's because it's smoke.
Enoch, if you would, please.
You know what? Where's Bigby's hand?
Oh, God.
Can I get to see Bigby's hand?
I think you've picked it up on the Roll20 one. I think we put.
I know, but I deleted afterwards.
Oh.
It's specifically just for.
Pain.
There.
Now I gotta add it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to go through all that trouble, dude. But as you begin,
Well, I want to now, basically.
Mhm. So, how do you guys want to enter into the town?
Got it.
Just like that. Claudia goes
Jesus.
flying through the... A giant hand just throwing Talia into the village and we fall.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I don't think we want that much attention. My vote would be just casually, like nothing's wrong.
Okay.
So how are we going to explain D-Knock? This is above game.
Well, let me check my.
Should Denoc prep invisibility? Should Denoc have prepped invisibility? Because
Why don't we just have Asta pass without a trace?
Yeah.
What? I don't think that's going to solve the problem we're talking about.
What's the problem you got? I wasn't paying attention. In all honesty.
To explain
trying to pass Denoc
Dragonborn.
off.
So what?
To pass Denoc off as not a Dragonborn.
Oh.
Because I could just be invisible.
I also have an idea.
I'm scared.
Tell me, Denoc, are you willing to trust me?
I know what he's doing, and I don't think so.
We've come this far together. Surely you have some level of trust for me.
Absolutely not.
I trust you as a person. I don't trust your magic.
And
I
not
think
to
my
mention,
magic's
not to mention,
fine.
Katya is trying to use a 4th level spell, and Denoc will use a 2nd level spell.
Well, I just had an idea.
Hang on. I also just had an idea.
Oh no, we all had ideas.
That's a dangerous thing.
So I'm just gonna ask this first before anything else. Does Denoc know how long he can last in the ethereal plane? Being held by Tim.
Ooh.
Because I know we can't do it in combat, but with Denoc connecting his magic to Tim. If I need to roll for magic thought, like this is just real quick. Yeah, no, you know what? We're going to do Arcana. Never mind. He does. Okay, he does get the thought.
What did I just type? Give me one moment here.
Just looking at what I've got available. Don't mind me.
Is a side note, just for consideration development. My idea is literally just, hey, magical accident.
It's
That
my
could
fault.
work.
It's my fault.
You say I remember Katya's weave getting screwed up and being stuck as a girl forever. Who's to say there wasn't one that
Stuck as a girl forever. I'm supposed to
stuck
be
as a
girl.
guy forever? My brain is backwards right now. Hang on.
Now it seems more likely to happen to you that something might happen and you be stuck as a girl forever.
Looks down, just kind of waves his hand through all this stuff to show it's an illusion.
Oh right, I keep forgetting.
So I don't think he can take. I think I'm gonna make the ruling.
Okay.
That he can't take people into the ethereal plane. I know he could take,
Deanock's not a
ape,
person.
like,
He's
object.
a lizard.
Okay.
I
Where is it? Waiting for
Dude.
well, the thing is,
Water.
I actually
He's,
feel like I'm gonna
he's
let that
our
one go.
pet.
Okay, now you made it.
I'm trying to justify why we would have you around. Fine then. See if I help you again.
Anyways, I figured, but I figured I'd ask to try.
Yeah. no
So
worries.
yeah, we're just gonna go with magical accident.
Okay.
Actually, a really
Yeah,
good idea. Me, I don't
is
use
this
spells.
is a side note in case they ask where you're from, just say you're from Catullus.
Catullus.
It's the one that's just west of Vagrum, and it's a large city capital.
Mm-hmm.
How common is alchemy here in your land, Valinar?
You're talking to someone who is in the clergy and in.
If anybody should know about it and how it's viewed from their perspective, it would be you.
That is fair.
I mean,
Is it seen as like devil work and could get one arrested?
no, that would probably be necromancy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Deanock.
Whoops.
Okay,
Them's
then I
invisible.
guess I don't have to worry too much
Yeah.
about
So
myself.
Yeah, Tim
an
can be
alchemy
invisible.
would be used pretty commonly, just not to a large scale. Like it's typically used within the church for rehabilitation processes and healing, that kind of a thing. It's not like a super common thing, but it's basically to like make like slabs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, I'll just go. You guys are rehab specialists. You help all the druggies
So
in both ways.
until absolutely necessary, Tim's just gonna be kind of like, I don't exist.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I just figured it needed to be said then.
Yeah, I understand.
Just hope nobody uses detect magic.
I mean, then he can just, go underground.
True.
Oh,
Oh, I need...
quick note for everyone. While we're on my island, and as long as I look like a girl, call me Vale, not Valinar. Because that could probably get bad real quick.
Aw, that's a pretty name. I'll call you Vale then. And hope I don't accidentally
Valinar.
forget.
Oh, God.
No.
Valinaria.
Valinaria? Oh, what
Yep.
the?
That's why we call her Vale.
Alright. So, you guys
given
arrive
name
at
was
the
unfortunate.
outside of the city of Vagrum. The city itself is rather busy. However, they are a small town. So while the population is out and bustling, it's not super crowded or packed, but you do see people moving to and fro, doing their jobs, people heading out into the surrounding area to kind of work the land as well. Where are you guys heading?
I would recommend the Mountain Falls. The bar.
Is there somebody named Mountain, and have they fallen in this bar?
Funny enough,
No.
that one Goliath that he mentioned earlier.
Funnily enough, that one Goliath I mentioned earlier is in a different town.
Okay. So you guys begin to head to the bar and you guys turn some curious heads, but for the most part, you guys act as though you know what's going on, and I'm going to just say, because you guys are intelligent, that you approach from the west, kind of indicating that you have come from the main travel road. As you guys arrive at the bar, and you enter inside the mountain falls, you can see this kind of older human male, kind of with like this sun-worked and leathered kind of skin, and kind of like this dark brown hair that's kind of like long and full, but like not quite lush for the lack of a better term. And he kind of turns and just kind of late for lunch, isn't it? I'm gonna stab him. As you guys enter in
For legal reasons, we have to say that is a joke.
Oh, right. No, I would never. Later.
He actually very much loves his children. I've
Most
seen
of the time.
pictures. That's most parents. Believe me, there were some things that I wanted to do to my kids when they were that age too.
So,
It's amazing that my oldest is now 12.
yeah, it's amazing you survived that long.
I know.
But yes, this older man kind of just looks at your group and just kind of goes, kind of late for a... He goes, kind of late for lunch, isn't it?
It's been a long day.
Fair enough. And he kind of finishes wiping a glass and sets it down. Isha, you having one?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright. And he disappears into the kitchen after setting down the glass and wiping his hand on a rag. He walks into the back, and you hear the kicking and stirring of fire and pans and everything, that as he begins preparing a meal for you, the five of you. I was gonna say, the rest of the place is not empty. You can see there are a couple of patrons. There's
Finishing their meals.
there's one individual kind of finishing their meals, and then there's another and then there's two others that are kind of like sitting at the bar, like leaning back in their chair, with like that how do I say this? That classic douchebag, like teenager kind of pose in a chair.
Oh God, I can see it.
Yeah.
Question, Rip, question.
Uh-huh.
Are any of them elven?
In here, no. Everyone seems to be.
No. You mentioned one word.
Uh-huh. Yep. They are not elven. They all
No
seem
elven
to be,
teenager.
They all seem to be human. And
Aren't you a bit young to be in a bar? Or, rather, aren't you a bit old to be sitting in such a manner?
what are you, my mom? Go suck one of your friend's dick elsewhere, and he just kind of waves you off.
I will hold
quick
my
question.
tongue on that one.
Yes, Vala.
Do I recognize anyone in the tavern?
I mean, you know the barkeep. Like you recognize him.
Yeah.
You would the other individual is kind of like an older. One of the guy finishing his meal is kind of like an older gentleman that you know works the fields sometimes, and there are days that he comes in here very late, just because of when he remembers to leave the fields. You don't know him very well, and you've really only seen him around town. But he's never caused you any kind of problems or harm or anything like that. The teenager, however, you're somewhat familiar with. You know that he is a brother of one of the individuals that was in your class, and the individual in your class was an absolute tool and douchebag. You don't remember his name, but you remember the older brother's name was Kyle.
Yeah, of course.
That is such a douchebag name. I've known Kyles and I didn't like any of them.
I've known one Kyle that I've liked. He was a douchebag, but I liked him.
He wasn't the irredeemable piece of shit douchebag.
Having flashbacks to my high school years. Ugh.
First up,
Public high school. I was homeschooled.
You lucky.
public high school was a thing.
I don't miss it.
He wasn't that bad.
I don't miss it.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so Valor will quickly mind link with Katia and just kind of go, don't bother with that dickwad. I remember his brother. His brother was a complete jackass named Kyle.
Kadia will respond. That explains everything.
Out loud
And they'll
or
say-
through the link?
Through the link,
Through
I'm
the
not
link.
that bad. Jeez. I
We
don't have
have
to be
to make
thought of
sure
as
for
crazy
the
in addition
people-
to everything.
We have to make sure for the audience
Yeah.
for that one.
The other individual standing with Kyle's younger brother, it is a older individual, like not necessarily like you would
Not much older.
You would guess that he's like early to early mid 20s. Kind of like, you know, one of those individuals who just can't let their teenage years go. And he is human with kind of like black hair that's kind of slicked back, and it looks like he's slicked it back with like some animal fat or something along those lines.
Ew.
And
I mean, that's how you do it back then.
exactly. It's greasy hair. And he's got on a poor excuse for a leather jacket. It's beat up and kind of cut in some places, but it is a leather jacket of some make. And you can see like where there's parts of it where he has added his own like sharp metal bits, as though he was trying to bedazzle it with spikes or something like that. But clearly not proficient in leatherworking tools and really butchered it in some places.
Gosh.
And he kind of just, he eyes the group of you as you guys kind of come in.
If Valinar wasn't trying to play mute.
He'll be back on in a minute, and then he is going to intelligence. Okay. As Katia walks away, you can hear the kid kind of just like, do you believe that woman? Like just kind of talking to the individual there with him, and the eventually, but not too long actually, the barkeep comes out with your guys' food. And he sets in front of you kind of I mean, compared to places that you guys have been in the past, this is a very plain kind of meal. But it looks good. Let's as he kind of sits down in front of you guys, a plate, excuse me, a plate of some thick cut ham, with a kind of a pile of mashed potatoes and gravy, and then there is a side of green beans as well, but the green beans are the serving is very skimpy, I guess I'll say.
I got gypped on my green beans. It's fine.
Sorry about that. We don't. Sorry about that. It ain't harvesting season yet, so we're at our towards the tail end of our supply.
It's fine. I'm just a little extra hungry. Kind of been very busy lately.
Deanoch will scoot the green beans off, half the green beans off his plate onto yours.
You don't want them?
The meat eater giving up his
Half.
veggies.
Half. I did say half. I did say half.
I know. I'm just saying.
Valor
That's
quickly
great.
mind.
That's very kind. I'll pass him a little bit of my ham in exchange.
Valnar's quickly gonna mind link with probably Kadia, since Kadia's been talking to the guy. Ask him for the latest news.
In regards to what? She responds through the link.
In regards to the biggest events. Well, that'd probably be too suspicious, wouldn't it?
As that kind of comes up, you hear him kind of go, each meal is 5 silver. You guys want anything to drink?
I don't suppose you have peppermint tea.
I think we got some. The peppermint, I can definitely do something with that.
Well, then I could certainly add. I could certainly give you a gold coin.
Mighty kind. Go ahead and mark down the gold and.
Yep.
Um,
And I would also, beside that tea, I would like to know about any recent events that might be of note.
I mean, we here in Vagram is pretty small. Ain't nothing new here. I think Shelly found a new cat, but
Aw, that's nice, but
Valinar, you know
mean-
that Shelly already has at least 13 cats.
Oh no.
Valnar was quickly
that's
mind
great.
link with Kadia and goes, she has too many cats.
Katya just
She
kind of
has
puts her
way
hand
too
up.
many cats.
That's nice and all, but really, I was thinking more like things going on at the capital. You see, I haven't been that way in a while, and just wondering if the news actually travels out this far.
You guys didn't come from the capital? Where are you from, then?
Valnar
Uh,
quickly curses in his mind and say Goldwild.
we came from Goldwild, actually.
Goldwild.
Yeah, a bit far from the capital.
Yeah.
Passed by the capital. Didn't go in.
So if you guys didn't come from the capital, does that mean you cut through the Quorum Forest?
It's so tough when you can't speak.
For a moment while I look at my consulting my map.
No worries. That map I showed you guys is all in all of your journals now, by the way, under
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you should be able
Yeah.
to find it pretty easily.
Yeah, we kind of. I mean, it's
Kind-
the most
kind
it's
of.
the most direct route to get here from Goldwild. So, I suppose we did cut through those woods.
Okay.
Well, how long ago did you reckon you left? I know that journey isn't easy or short. What? Okay, I'll work on it. Go back to what you were doing.
Well, as it so happens, we were actually we were actually venturing out from Goldwild because someone there had lost their cat, and they were paying a pretty penny for it. Surprisingly, it must have been a very important cat. So we haven't exactly been traveling quickly, since we've been searching high and low everywhere between there and here, looking for this cat. And actually, when you mentioned that Shelly found a new cat, I know it seems unlikely, but it could very well be the very cat we're looking for. I'm gonna see if my deception's working tonight.
Valinar, you need to speak
Valinar.
up. Yeah, Valinar, you need to speak up.
Well,
Just say it.
I mean,
16?
I didn't ask for a deception check.
Okay.
He kinda,
Valor is trying very hard not to slam his head down on the table.
he kind of just goes, "Ain't no way a cat gets through the Corum Forest."
Well, it's amazing we made it through, honestly.
True, but a cat. Come on now.
You'd be surprised what a cat can do when they're on a mission.
But how long ago did you guys leave Goldwild? That kind of depends on what kind of news has been passed around.
Deanoch will turn to Valinar. How many days was it?
Quick question to the DM.
Yeah.
How long was the trip Valinar and Nadon took from Vagram to Goldwild? Because that's a probably good idea for how long
you
it
guys
probably
went
would
from
take.
Goldwild to Vagram, right? Or Vagram to Goldwild.
Or no, Valinar and Nadon went from Vagram to Goldwild.
So, the most common route for that trip is to actually go to Cullis, or Catullus first, and then head to Goldwild. And that whole trip, that kind of jump over to the capital to basically resupply, and then because they have more supply, because if you guys were to buy the trail rations you would basically wipe out the general store in Vagram. Just the two of you guys. So you guys go to Catullus to fill a supply for a long trip like that, because it does typically take several days. With that whole route in mind, it would probably take about a week. If you were
A week along that route specifically.
Yes. However, going in a straight line from Goldwild to Vagram, you would cut down a little bit of time, but probably only a day or two at most.
Yeah. So Valinar will kind of, when Deanoch asked that, Valinar will lean back and start kind of counting on his fingers, and then end up just holding up 5 fingers. And then mind link with Deanoch to stay 5 days.
It's been roughly 5 days. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Honestly, lost track a few times.
I suppose.
A lot happened.
I suppose you could have missed. Lost the voice. One moment.
I suppose you could have missed.
Now listen here. I suppose you could have missed the announcement of one of the church executives being tried for high treason and being executed. I think that's supposed to take place in Catullus tomorrow. I could be wrong. Oh, and apparently they found a spy? I don't know what they called her. A spy of some kind, going around and looking for in places that she shouldn't be. Somebody even said that they've seen her around my Dale's resting place, but that's just hearsay. I can't think
reach
of
under the
anything else.
Deanoch will reach under the
Hang
table,
on.
put his hand on Valinar's hand, just like keep it in. Keep it in.
Valinar's gonna use Mind Link again to try and get them to ask what her name was. So the wisdom say was to try and keep Valinar from just blurting it out himself.
Did you ever happen to catch a name by any chance?
No, I can't say that I did. There was something about her being an elf, but that's not anything really unusual around here or anywhere really. Our one of our representatives is an elf, actually. So,
Oh god. Valinar's gonna put his head down, and as quietly as possible, he's gonna cast Sending again.
Okay.
To
Roll a stealth check.
okay.
I mean, you wouldn't really have any advantages. I give you a mental bonus, so.
Well,
I rolled
19.
19.
Let's see. I think I would give you a +2 circumstance bonus, so we'll call that a 21. This barkeep rolled a 15. So
Cool.
he doesn't notice because he's a commoner.
And he's going to basically attempt to contact Shia again and go, "Don't tell me you were caught." And that's also, please, at least tell me something.
You are greeted with silence. But you know that the spell scent, for the lack of a better term, meaning it.
So I know.
Meaning
Okay,
there was somebody
so
to contact.
Okay.
But the message, to your knowledge, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. Great.
Your friend okay there?
Yeah, just it's been a longer week for her than it has for us.
Ah, alright, okay. She needs an ale then. And he will go to the bar, grab an ale and your peppermint tea, and return peppermint tea for Katya, and sets an ale in front of Valinar or Vale. And he goes, "This one's on the house. I know that road can be tough."
Valinar's gonna nod in appreciation and chug the whole thing.
You just hear him kind of go
Like I
like-
said,
like a
it's been
long
longer week.
whistle.
It's been a longer week for her than for the rest of us.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Can I get the rest of you anything to drink?
something light.
Ale, water.
I was hoping for a wine.
Wine? I got a wine, I think. Yeah, I got a wine.
You just whined about wine. Give him an ale.
Ale for you.
Hey.
And an ale for the dwarf as well.
Hmm.
3.
Alright, I'll be back in a moment. And he returns eventually with drinks. We'll say, because I don't want to do the math, we'll say it's a copper piece per person for the drink, other than Valinor, because his was on the house.
You said it was a copper piece?
Silver piece.
Except for you.
Except for you.
Oh, silver piece.
Yeah, but you
Oh, no. Valor was going to order another one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fair.
Fair enough. Easily enough done.
And then proceed to chug that whole one.
Understood. After some time passes, you guys eat and kind of gather the information, and the older man returns to work. But the snotty brats kind of stay. They're whispering to one another. They're not like being boisterous or loud at the moment, but they're kind of talking about something. And every now and then they'll look over in your guys' direction.
I send Tim over to listen in.
Okay. Tim will relay the thought of money. That will be roughly what he can tell you. And
Approximately how far away are they?
I would say they're maybe 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Because Valinor might do something kind of stupid.
Fair enough.
He's gonna mind link with Kyle's little brother
Oh no.
and just kind of and basically say, whatever you're thinking, it's not worth it.
Roll an intimidation check.
Does he get advantage on that?
He would, but Kyle's little brother is kind of like a little thug, so he's not easily intimidated.
But a voice coming out of nowhere.
It's a
in his
voice.
head.
Straight in his head.
Yep. That again, that's why. Look, he's Kyle's little brother. This dude might think he
Okay,
can
that's
fight
fair.
ghosts. For all he knows. Like
He just may.
uh-huh.
The way Tim's looking down at him.
Okay, so you rolled an 8.
Yes.
He kind of just stops and like looks around, and he looks around the bar quite a bit and doesn't really do, like he obviously can't pinpoint who it came from. Valinor,
Does he say anything back at all?
hold on, let's find out. Valinor, roll a D100.
Oh, okay. 49.
Oh, thank God that was a 49 and not the other way around. Okay. He kind of like he's like looking around, and he kind of eventually just kind of turns back, and using the link, which you notice and think is unusual, but he'll think back to you kind of like, you don't know, you kind of just, you don't know what I'm thinking. Therefore, it's possibly worth it. But if you think it's not, why don't we have a chat?
Let's see. Do I want to do this and be stupid? Hmm.
How drunk are you?
Hmm? You realize Valnar like only ever drinks maybe one ale, right?
Yeah, I know,
And he
but
just
that
chugged two. He's kind of tipsy right now. He's not full on drunk, but he's not making good decisions. He also thinks his friend might have just been arrested and about to be executed with his mentor. So, yeah.
roll wisdom for keeping bad ideas a just idea, and apply your own personal debuff.
Yeah. Can I inspect to see like how much con or how much health he has?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Nope. Hang on, I'm gonna roll disadvantage because inebriated. 8. Inebriated and making terrible decisions.
Hold on, that might be high enough because he's a
Oh.
DC. Oh nope. 10 is the DC for minimal use. So you just missed it. Unfortunately.
Damn.
I had to go back and check my notes.
Okay.
So it's hard to tell. He's definitely pretty well rested, and he does not seem inebriated at this point.
Okay. Can I tell that he's thinking about coming after us/me?
Make a insight check.
I'm gonna roll at disadvantage. So soft 20.
Okay. You can tell that he thinks that at least a couple of you are pretty wealthy, given the way that you're dressed in the items that you carry. He would also kind of know or have a feeling that he is eyeing you specifically because you have had the most to drink thus far. Or at the very least, you seem the most inebriated.
Okay. So back to the mind link real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go, you really think you can take the chick who had 2 ales? Are you that stupid? Or are you that cocky like your idiot brother Kyle?
That I will give you an intimidation with advantage on.
Is Kyle a
14.
monster?
No, Kyle's his older brother, who I was classmates with. Who was a cocky son of a bitch.
Okay. at this point, he's a little bit more shaken. He's definitely kind of like, what the? How do you know my brother?
You
Let's see. Well, how would he respond? He would be trying to cover himself up. He's a twat that way. So he would kind of just be like, do you think there's a better mark?
I'd have to say you're the weakest person in this bar, you little shit.
No, I mean, he'll go. He'll respond. He'll kind of say, and he'll go, "I'll have you know." Nope, he wouldn't do anything like that. He goes, "I'll have you know, I earned my place with the Blackguard. You better be careful."
Oh, the blackguards. Those wannabe punks. At this point, Balna's looking up and just smiling at the guy.
Oh?
And just vanish.
Oh, you vanish?
Yes.
So, me being right next to you. The fuck?
He will kind of give the guy with him like a light shove. And they are going to exit and leave the bar.
And then Balna will reappear. Same exact place.
Yep, last 1 minute. But they leave the bar. And
So, the fuck was that about?
Oh, those two idiots were thinking about trying to jump us. I thought I'd just chase them off before they tried.
Uh-huh. And you just casually revealed you can disappear at will.
Only to those who paid attention. That they were actively watching us. Also, good stress relief.
How long have I been on mute?
the entire
Whole time?
time.
Oh my fucking god. No wonder nobody's been answering me. God damn it.
I'm sorry, buddy. I thought it was unusual that you were so quiet, but I was like, yeah, maybe he's doing something. I don't know.
I'm just sitting here, like, putting in my 2 cents here and there, and I don't know how many times I asked, does the barkeep answer my fucking question?
What was your question? I don't think I ever heard it.
Before Valinor even started his stuff about, mind linking with this dude, I'm over here asking, so, you think we could I don't even know how I got muted, but I'm like, do you think we can make it to the capital by tomorrow so that we don't miss this execution?
You're
And
asking the barkeep that?
I was asking that, but I just got
Okay.
completely ignored.
No,
Because I was muted.
You were muted. You never technically asked the question.
How did I even get muted? I'm over here like, why is this muted? I never touched the switch.
I don't know. We'll blame it on the cat. So
Fuck you, cat.
he'd kind of respond with like, I mean, maybe if you guys travel quickly through the night, sure, it'd probably work out for you. Or if you could convince one of the farmers to give up a horse or two, or five. He says as he looks at the group of you. You could probably make it there by tomorrow.
Okay. Because a public execution is not something that should be missed.
Some of us have things to do.
I'd just like to see any traitor the church put down, like the dog they are.
I understand what you mean. And he kind of shakes his head and will walk away.
I also was trying to point out, when Valinar went invisible, that I believe Disguise Self is also a concentration spell. So,
Oof.
So,
As soon as he
Yeah.
reappears, he quickly throws his disguise back up.
but here's the thing, though. You don't technically need to do that because Disguise Self is an at-will thing. The moment you cast a
Yeah.
concentration spell, that other concentration spell fades, and you're turning
Right.
invisible at the same time. You could
Right.
then cast the next concentration spell while you're still invisible, and it takes effect as you become visible again.
that's true.
So the lapse in which those things could happen, it would be incredibly hard for somebody to see. Not to mention, the only person around at this point would be the barkeep. At the point
Yeah.
of him turning visible again, and at that point in time, he's probably well into behind the bar cleaning and things like that, because he would be prepping for the dinner rush.
Ooh.
Huh?
We might want to get out of
Also,
here
it is
before that
almost
happens.
yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
almost 12:30.
I know. Stop, bud. And so the barkeep does kind of leave you with that kind of information, and he does kind of go, like he said, he kind of walks away and kind of like shakes his head. Those of you who are paying attention would kind of gather from that he's conflicted about what you said about seeing traitors of the church getting what they deserve.
I'm just hoping Valinar understands that I don't actually mean that.
He's still paying attention to the shit.
Well,
Okay.
the shit has. Well, yeah, the shit would be
Technically, at that point, the shit hadn't
Yeah.
happened.
right. Yep,
Yeah.
no. But as that happens, and you guys begin to stay, probably a little in stay. I mean, I don't know how long you guys are gonna want to stay at the tavern for yet, or the bar. But they. Excuse me. Oh. I don't know how long you guys are gonna want to stay at the bar for, so you guys, after the teenager and friend leaves, you guys kind of take a few moments to kind of finish your meal and drinks, and then as you guys kind of begin to ponder what the next step is, what you guys should do next, and how to do it, that's where we'll go ahead and end for the night. Buddy, wait. So I know it's a little bit later, but I was trying to look for a natural stopping point, which this is probably going to be the closest I'm going to get. But welcome to Porterus, guys.
Thank you.
Finally.
Yeah, it's only been what,
Hey.
like a year in the making or something. So, but yeah, Yeah. So that is going to be the end of that. Thank you guys so much for coming by and sticking with us tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope everybody else had a lot of fun. And we'll hopefully see you guys on the next one. You guys take care and good night. Enjoy your
Bye,
Night.
everyone.
Night.
Yeah.